晚上好啊。
Are you up for more?
Do you ever get tired?
I'll rest someday. Not today.
Let's go again. We can do better.
I was thinking the same thing. Same as last time, only...
we make fewer mistakes.
Good plan. Ready when you are, Aloy. Once the machines are in range, I can freeze them.
不能中箭。
Not today.
Got it.
Good enough for third place.
Out of how many?
Just us two. So let's do better. Let's keep going. Freeze it where it's standing.
爱钱猫。烧死，
We've almost mastered
好好
the
好。
challenge. Let's secure second place.
求个安。烧死，好好好。
Introduced.
不是给我丢它哦。你要不要丢它？你究竟要不要丢？显然怎么这么笨？要引到最后他才愿意丢。
It's the hard part, Alice. We sure did.
You made that look easy. Here, you've earned this.
It was a good challenge, Shakri.
Think I should settle down? Start a hunting ground of my own?
I think you could do whatever you put your mind to.
Let's not say farewell. I've had enough of that to last me a dozen winters. I hope your song finds its proper end. But it won't be easy, will it?
Is it that obvious?
Fate's a long climb on a high cliff for people like you and me.
水哦。 昨天脚麻站起来翻到脚就扭到了，那你来就补。这扭到的经过有点惊悚哎。小心啊！这算是蛮特别的扭到脚经验欸。
Keep my guard up.
So, she's a chieftain, eh?
Do I have to fight something to prove it?
That's usually why people come to the Snow Chance. But I don't doubt your right to the title. Not after all I've heard about you. You may take the trials. Even the chieftain's trial, if that's your wish.
You look like you've got some stories to tell.
Oh, I outlived most of my stories. I ran with the Thunder's daughters long ago before they ran their course. For a time, we shook the snow off the men of Ben-Or. I couldn't last. Some fell in glorious battle. Some were exiled in infamy. Still glorious, if you ask me.
你有去看医生吗？
Others had a worse fate.
What's worse?
To grow old. And find that all the rules and traditions you fought so hard against are still there. That's
你
why
不
I
去
tell all
看
the
医生
hunters I
吗？
trained
这
to
样还
stay
蛮容易
young.
会留下那个后遗
How do
症。
the trials work around here?
There's no Karja medals. I had some, but I used them to patch up holes in my snow boots. Instead, you'll compete against the best times set by other Banuk hunters. To take second place, even third place, puts you among names of legend.
What if I come in first?
We'll see.
I'm guessing you're not part of the Hunter's Lodge.
Every tribe claims they were the first to have hunting grounds. And every tribe claims the Karja stole it from them.
So who was the first?
We were.
And the Karja stole it from you.
That's right.
That's right.
Which trial do you want to know more about, Huntress?
控制力。
Choose a trial and I'll tell you what it entails. The control trial tests a hunter's ability to rein in the Stormslinger's power.
喜好
Only the
好像已
wisest
经
understand these
9:40。
shamanic weapons, and only the bravest wield them. It begins after you descend that rope to the arena. We'll need a moment to pull the machines from the pass into the arenas. Then make your descent.
利用风炮枪，风炮枪。 顺序不应该这样。靠，这个准头有个难瞄的。哎呀，按错了。看脚胶。
Third place on your first attempt.
第三
That's
名。
true. You shouldn't be underestimated.
好像没有。
The
没有
onslaught
奖
trial
杯。
challenges a hunter to withstand the ebb and flow of combat. Machines will be released into the arenas in waves. Pace yourself. Strategize. Only then will you be able to defeat them all without being overwhelmed. Use the rope to get to the arena and we'll start. We'll need a moment to pull the machines from the pass into the arenas. Then make your descent.
They saw me. This is it. That one helped. People are going in the arena.
哎呀！打不到的啊！自己照自己。
One arena down. Count the next.
剩最后了吗？
Gotta follow up. Out.
花太久时间。踏入。
Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut. Keep that for later. Full already.
Third place on your first attempt. That's true. You shouldn't be underestimated.
首领考验
The Chieftain's trial is a challenge that will push even the mightiest hunter to their limits. Only the largest, most dangerous machines will be loosed into the arenas. Learn their weaknesses quickly, and do what you can to exploit them. To best them and survive, that is an ordeal worthy of a chieftain. I'll start counting after you've taken the rope down. We'll need a moment to pull the machines from the pass into the arenas. Then make your descent.
火鸡皮。贱人！打到，被撞死了，好忙哦。我想一下。哎呀！天哪！有够烦！哇，两只一起撞真的有够烦的。 死掉了！不要啊！卡住啦！烦呢你！烦死了，烦死了！打前面两只打这么久，后面怎么打啊？要求怕人家顾着啊。 混乱啊，多混乱啊！没电线了，被我耗完了。惊悚。又来！ 发不出去啊。天啊，拿这个好累哦，这个吃力不讨好。
Third place on your first attempt. That's true. You shouldn't be underestimated.
打得很烂。
That's all I've got in me for now.
When you have more, return.
怎么他还是有那个、啊？我已经跟他对话完了，所以他一定会有，就是。
Forget about traveling light.
它本身是不是没有开放？
Oh, useful. Might regret this.
上面是有人的哟。应该不可能吧？为什么要拿那个？
So this is as high as we go? Okay. Won't be hard to sell a trip like this.
哦，上面。
Not just for the newcomer, precious jewels.
挖完啦！
Found the part. Ready to fix up that weapon?
I am always ready to fix up a weapon.
Never thought I'd be glad to see the inside of a Thunderjaw's mouth.
I sure am. Every machine's a big box of tools. Once they stop trying to kill you, that is. Trust me, Aloy. You won't recognize this ice rail when I'm through. There. Oh, she's perfect. A spear's a spear, right? Poke slash done. Boring. I adjusted the chill water flow, rebalanced here, strapped on a launcher, and now she shoots freezing spikes. Ta-da!
You weren't kidding.
More beautiful, more powerful. That's my guarantee.
I've got what you asked for. Show me what you had in mind for the forge fire.
Finally! Was feeling like I neglected her, and that's a little too close to my family life. She's done, and she's yours. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
That looks great. I almost expected you to turn it into a burning ropecaster or something.
Nah, she was close to perfect from the start. She's a Varja original, after all.
You've done good work with this weapon, Varja.
Told you I was good. Anyway, I'm glad she's in your hands.
Thanks for your work on the forge fire.
Pleasure. I mean, you couldn't be more of an improvement on
讨
her
人
last
厌的
owner.
每一渣。
What a pile of slag he was.
If I find anything I think you'd like, I'll be back around.
You better.
The song has kept me company in your absence.
败，我接力开始在跑了。哦，没有。No， 哦，你有在关注对不对？哎呦，有点久没打你了。来呀！我操！没事到。哇哩嘞嘞！哎呀！
By the sun, victory is ours.
Varja said she could improve the storm sling anchors.
捡尸。我可以回去交差。五十二烧。
I'll tuck that away. Got that part you need?
Perfect. Already got machine oil on my hands.
Here it is. 1 Stormbird talon.
Let's do it. I haven't had this much fun in ages. Watch and learn, Aloy. Only don't stare directly at the sparks. Okay, so I pretty much had to break her in half. But what's a staff? A stick. One thing I like about sticks, you can put them back together however you want.
Which you did. This thing looks a whole lot more dangerous.
She's better than dangerous. She's a genuine Varja special now. Take good care of her.
Thanks, Varja. These 3 weapons are fine work.
Are you kidding? I can't remember when I had this much fun. I should be thanking you.
I'm the one walking away with the weapons, aren't I?
Seems wrong to charge you for giving me an opportunity to do what I love doing. Don't tell Pop I said that. Here, whenever I tinker with weapons, I go through fistfuls of this stuff. Maybe you'll get some use out of it.
Boom, boom, boom. Yahoo!
Wind must have torn down from the mountains.
Nah.可以捣乱。
And one of the boys.
Save these for the trail. There's the herd. Everyone ready?
Are you joking? We were born ready. Let's go
Shao
get them,
Fu
flaming
Fu.
skulls.
Nope, that's awful.
It is a pretty bad name. Good effort though, Urkai.
Forget it. Let's just go kill something.
出来有小瘪三在那里。突然现形。
Come on, Spear, don't let me down.
在干嘛呢？
Let's try this. Got you.
好像蛮痛的。再换一把。等一下被轰烂了。
Time to bring down a
I don't know about you three, but I feel better. Aloy, did you get that component?
No space. That's another part down. One more and you'll have what you need to pay off Bergrand.
Starting to feel real, you know. I'm starting to believe we're really gonna get out of here. Honestly, I wasn't sure we'd survive a week without Nakoni. But here we are.
Who's Nakoni?
Nakoni was... She was a friend of ours. She challenged the chieftain for control of the Werak.
She didn't make it.
No. If you're gonna tell this story, tell it true. She was murdered. Is this why you left Banor? Because of this business with Nakoni and your chieftain?
Onakut knew Nakoni was our mentor, our friend. We couldn't stay.
That final night, we snuck back to camp, packed what we could, and left.
Like cowards.
What are we, Tatai? We are Banuk, aren't we? Survive and prevail. That's what we do.
It's not what she did. Nakoni challenged the chieftain. Why?
Onakut wrapped himself in power and authority the way some people wrap themselves in furs. If you're willing to fawn over him and sing false songs to him, you might get a spot on the best hunts. The Werak split into two. Those willing to lick the bottoms of Onakut's feet, and the rest of us, waiting for things to get better.
Until Nakoni.
She was the best and bravest of us. She was the one who took a stand.
What happened? How did you lose Nakoni?
She challenged the chieftain to a hunting competition. Onakut, damn him. He wasn't nearly the hunter Nakoni was. But who comes back to the camp after the trial? Onakut, grinning like a snap maw, crowing, "Oh, where's little Nakoni?"
We tracked Nakoni through the woods. Found her not far from the trailhead.
With their damn neck snapped.
Oh.
I don't want to remember her like that. Sometimes that memory, it's all I can think of. I'm sorry, Tatai. It sounds like she meant a lot to you. To all of you. I'm sorry for what you've been through.
It's nice to be heard. Thank you, Aloy.
Look, it doesn't matter, okay? What happened in Banor is buried in Banor. What matters now is what happens in the Sundom. That's where the burning turkeys are gonna make a name for
烈焰
ourselves,
火
right?
鸡
Oh, the burning turkeys? Seriously?
It rolls off the
听
tongue.
起来很好吃。
Sort of like vomit. So, where to next?
There's a lake just west of here. Seems like a good place to find a snapmaw fang. We'll meet you there.
If you beat us there, just wait by the campfire. We'll be along.
在想明天要穿怎么样
Sign of
出
them
门？
yet? Guess I'll just sit and wait.
要穿裙是吗？这我觉得好麻烦，而且要冷不冷，要热
Looks
不
like she
热
beat。us to it. Well, what are we waiting for? Weapons at the ready. To the hunt, sunshine snowshoes.
No, rejected!
We'll discuss it
What
later.
the fuck？ 按错了啦。这个看到，很久没动了。还没有效果。 叫什么、啊？
Keep your eyes open.
都死掉了，耶！这有什么好？所以有东西还没死是吗？
Everything's freezing. The ground, the air, me.
牙口兽啊，贱！在叫什么、啊？场，这不是场吗？盘宝，这里是场宝吗？听起来像是什么对岸的那个吉祥物谜语。对啊，就是充电宝啊，发生什么宝的、啊？他们吉祥物想去用什么宝？
soon.
还是掉进水里也受不了。
Is that the last of them? I was just getting warmed up.
Come here, Aloy. Let's have a proper goodbye, huh?
There. That's the last of Bergren's parts. Looks like you three are out of debt. For now. Until Orkai breaks something else.
It was one time.
You make a nice shaman, Aloy. Thanks for lending a hand. Maybe we'll meet you in the Sundom sometime.
Once you get to the Sundom, what then? What's the next step? We hunt like Nikoni wanted to hunt.
Nikoni had big dreams. A werak in which everyone pulls their weight and takes care of each other. No shamans, no chieftains, no need to pry the power out of anybody's hands.
Sounds like a lot of work.
But worth it, I think. And a fitting tribute to Nikoni. We can become the werak she always wished for.
You won't have me to strip your kills now. Are you three gonna be alright?
Doesn't look that hard, really.
好听
We'll be fine.
我知道你内心其实真实
You
想
offers
的一定
three
有这个答
successful
案。
harvests and he's
面对
suddenly
吧
a shaman.
面对吧，
When you
说
get to
实话
Song's。Edge, talk to Bergrand. If he can't teach you himself, he'll know someone who can.
Sure. And I bet he charges us for the introduction.
Thank you, Aloy. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I guess this is goodbye. How does it feel, putting Banuk lands behind you?
The only thing I would have missed is already gone.
With all those rotten Banor suck-ups freeze to
就算
death.
我唱2只老虎，你也会说
Guy, don't you think?
你的 range 不太低。
That's strange. What is it to be Banuk after Banur forsakes you? How do we decide who we are? How about you, Aloy? Who do you think we are? What will you remember of us?
You do more than just survive. You believe in something, and you're willing to fight for it. Nikoni was willing to die for it.
I like that. Nikoni dreamt of a werak without shamans or chieftains, and we might be that dream.
Nikoni's arrows. That's what we are.
我们一起
Shot
学
from her
猫
bow
叫
in the
喵
north
喵喵喵
to
喵
hit her
喵
target in the south. I know I'm not part of the werak, but that's the best suggestion I've heard since I met you three.
Nikoni's arrows. We will try to fly true. Thank you, Huntress.
OK 可是我是用那个李登辉的脸在唱那首歌就是地精李登辉脸的。啊，现在要去上厕所。
Macaulay painting progresses, I see. Wonder what it would look like in the end.
We should not pile his father's guilt onto the new Karja King's shoulders. These are different times.
Your song will spread. Soon bandits will know they're not welcome in the cut.
You've survived another day, I see.
I heard it was Inatut's fist that split the Karja's skull. Horrible tragedy.
Bergrand, how'd your investment pay out?
Quite handsomely, thanks very much. Do you know those three crazy Manuka are calling themselves Nukoni's arrows now? Well, now that I have those parts, I can pay off a debt of my own.
So they've gone south then?
That they have. I've got a
不
friend in the Sundom by the name of O'Toole. He owes me a favor. Old O'Toole is a machine scavenger, a pretty competent one. So I sent them to learn from the best.
Or at least from the pretty competent.
Well, we work with the resources we have. Speaking of which, here, a token of my gratitude.
Talk or we can hunt.
We've promised the Karja justice for their murdered friend. Why did...
不是跟着
they remain in the cut?
Anyone who
护目镜看好。
knows what it is to feel anger toward the Karja, but killing one? You're looking strong.
哦，家里冲上，搞3P。
Inatut. As we are bound by laws, you are bound by
他这
wires.
个发型有跟上我们
Yet your crime was the act of
现代
killing.
的时尚，
So we must drive you out, away from the Werak.
真
from
好。你说搞
protection,
3P 很好
from
吗？
our
羡慕吗？
songs.
你也想要吗？
Coppola, am I not your favorite fighter? Do you not recognize me from this tooth you knocked out?
How many times have I pulled you from danger by your neck? Made excuses for your behavior? You are my favorite. But the shaman is decided. While you wait for
她眼
exile,
睛很漂亮
think on what brought you here.
很清澈
A。test of strength. Who among us would refuse a challenge from an outlander? Not I! But I did not kill him!
Hush, hush. You can tell
好
your
痛
story
啊！
to
他的那
the
个
ice.
哦，好痛哦！身上这个管子看起来好痛哦。所以我现在是要救他吗？还是怎样？
You took Artok's mantle.
It's mine now.
I would like to see that fight.
They said that you killed someone.
Perhaps I did. Even my chieftain accepts that it must be so.
That's not the way it works for me. Want to tell me your story?
I did fight with the Karja hunter to settle a challenge. That much is true. He was strong and damn quick. We traded punches. Good punches. Hard punches. And the next thing I remember... Gray morning light, and the Karja beside me, with his head broken open. But the blow was not by my hand.
Isn't your Werak supposed to support you? At least give you the benefit of the
突然又
doubt?
变柯
When our
南了。
Werak had cause to quarrel, I was a solution.
永
To
远都
fight
会有
for
人
its
就
honor
是
and
死
win,
掉，然后
they
主角会
call
去调
on
查
me.。Or, when they needed someone to lose, for appearances, I could do that too. Now an Outlander is murdered without honor, all eyes are on me. I have become my Werak shame.
They don't want an incident with the Karja, so you take the fall.
That is what I do best.
So everyone knows you started the fight with this man.
Of course! For honor, I'll fight anyone. If I wasn't bound, I'd fight to prove myself right now!
I don't think that would help you.
This is what I am. Each runner in the Werak has a gift. I brawl. None can take a punch, a fall better than I can. Until this time, I was too drunk. We were grappling. He clapped my ears. I took one last swing as I went down, but not a killing blow. It can't have been.
And for your punishment, they'll exile you from the Werak?
From warmth, march me up the slopes of the cloud shear, leave me
衣服
stripped
脱
and
掉，暴露在
exposed.
荒野中，
That's awful.
冷死
If。I survive, the land has absolved me. That's the law. It must be accepted.
Still awful.
I'm not stupid. I don't like my chances either. I can't fight a mountain.
I'll be honest. You haven't got a good defense, Inatut.
I've heard that one
这
before.
Arrow 就是
Where did
一
the
个
fight happen?
很多管
A
闲事的
clearing
人，
just outside the Karja
不过没办
Outlanders
法
camp.，
好像
You should talk to them.
主
They
角永
wouldn't
远都要
hear
多
me
管
out.
闲事。
They say no one else could have been there other than me and the dead man. The shaman consulted the signs in the snow and agreed.
I'll see what I can find
如果
out.
是现实中是
And
那
I'll
种
be back.
关我屁事
I'll
啊
be！here. What else am I gonna do until the horn
现实
gives
中
a
应该
call
不会有
for
人
my
管那么
exile?
多。那我就支线不是啊，这个，因为你不是那种什么执法人员是干嘛，然后那个这有点像多管闲事吧，别人部队部族里面的事情，然后你也想要知道一清二楚这样，反正就是想管啦，谁都不能阻止他。 就跟巫师的白狼一样，反正就是多管闲事。
They'll give him a rap on the knuckles and let him go.
阿蒂亚说可以多管闲事，可是阿蒂亚就有点像是乱源，就是你去管那件事情，但是其实也不是要帮忙解决，就是把事情搞得更乱，然后不然就是只是想要借机把什么东西抢走。
Now they have no claim on the throne. A woman has set off with the
Huntress, what business do you have with us?
I was asked to look into the
包包
murder
是
of
在
the
胸
Conjure
前
Hunter. What happened?
It's plain as day. A drunk Banuk thug picked a
很
fight
像
with Ruas,
3台 iPhone 在
struck
胸
him down
口。
from behind and stole his headdress.
The accused man says that he
旁边
didn't
那个
do
小
it.
胡子
You're
看起
not
来怎
going to
么
get anything useful out of the Banuk, whether
有
they
点讨
talk
人
to you or
厌。
don't. They gather up like cloaks in a chill wind every time a hunter dies out here. Won't even hand Ruas's killer over for a proper trial.
A proper trial.
To fill his mouth with salt, and hold him up for the sun to consider over days. If it is clement, it may only take his sight, or his wits.
So other Karja hunters have died in these lands before.
3, maybe 4 in the last few seasons. That's no surprise. This place punishes even the prepared, and many young nobles don't prepare. But usually the snow covers everything, and the bodies are never found. No thanks to the Banuk.
Do you think they're involved?
No. If it's not about their tribe, they don't want to get involved.
In these outlands, even the sun cannot thaw all it touches.
Doesn't sound like you trust the Banuk much.
They're not without their reasons to keep apart from us. 10 years of reasons.
Always the war. The war is over. We made amends, but no. The land
大地
never
永远不会
forgets.
忘记。
Snow and ice keep memory, they say.
It takes time for scars to heal.
You think I don't know that? I still bear the lashes for refusing one of the Mad King's sun priests. I was your age then.
Times of shadow. Times of shadow.
Where did you find Ruas's body?
There's no hunt, girl. Nothing to pick up.
Humor me. I'm a good tracker.
Down the rise to the west, there's a clearing. But a grazer herd couldn't have trampled it better. And if that barbarian gives up Ruas's headdress before they cast him out, let me know. It's valuable.
不会自己去拿哦，
Crafter.
奇
I
怪
have good shards. But I want.
Prince Edaman has returned to Meridian.
哇，好漂亮哦，铁胆啊！
This is it. Snow's been disturbed a lot. Blood on the snow. That was used for the killing blow. Oh, here's something. Didn't try to hide the weapon. Question is Inatet the kind of fighter who hits from behind with a tree branch? This is where Ruas fell. It does seem that only 2 people fought here. Not looking good for Inatet. Lots of leaves and bark scraped off here. And someone pulled out the branch?
真是好眼力耶！
From climbing it. They came through the trees.
标 教了什么，让他一直闲在那里？
If you were waiting here, you'd have a good view of the Karja camp and the clearing.
Ooh. 这时候杀出个程咬金，是不是很正常的事？
Think of summer sun, breeze through the trees. Well, this is ominous. A dead end? Can't be. Someone covered this over. What are they trying to hide? Karja armor. This looks bad.
It doesn't matter. Deed is done. Another Karja is dead. A life for a Karja life.
Didn't kill for Luke. Someone's here!
Boom, boom, boom.
Not Banuk. Then she won't be missed.
Contact!
好久没杀人了。打你呢。
This'll ruin.
操！我操！好痛！呜呜！ 很痛哎、那个。
Where that came from?
You've been killing Karja. And for what? Revenge for the war?
哇，你的那个棒棒闪闪发亮哎。
Tribe no longer hates another. I'll tell you, not the ones who fought, not the ones whose songs are silenced, like my kin.
For what you did, another Banuk has been sentenced to certain death. What about his song?
That's why you followed us. For that punch-drunk idiot Inatut. Fate is sharp today. They've already let him out to face his exile. Let's see who the cold claims first.
I need to go after Inatut. But I should find some more evidence first. Trophies.
哪里有战利品？我怎么没看到？哦。
Newer than the rest. Must have belonged to Ruas, so it was a Karja soldiers. Not that it's any excuse. Did they keep any clothes from their victims? This Karja gear's not warm, but if Inatut's naked on a snowfield, he'll take what he gets. Okay, time to get moving.
What the fuck?飞得比较快吧。好像差不多啊，因为还要读取。应该要玩完了吧？算是比我预估的要长。 是小风暴吗？炸爆了！
Kind of place you'd take someone if you wanted to lose them forever.
如果你想和对方绝交，
Frozen waterfall. Maybe along the sides.
那个还没掉吗？可什么都没射到。他晕倒了，为什么我没有掉下来啊？这是 bug。
Halfway there. Frozen solid. Mixed feelings about that. In a tut! In a tut! Maybe he found shelter? I hope he found shelter.
我有一只野猪死在这里。
Forget what warmth feels like out here. Behind the rock.
他的大腿。
The Nora girl? Is it really you, or has the bone chill got through my skull?
I found the real killers. No one else has to die because of this. Take these.
A dead cautious close. Haven't I been beaten down enough? But I won't argue. I swear, thought I saw my ancestors. They said, we're surprised you ended up here.
Better hurry. Machines.
Wow. 那后面那个男的看起来也太衰小脸。还有。 混乱哎。科波哦。住手！
Now that was a fight.
Your trial's over. It was other Banuk who killed that man. Killed him because he was Karja.
You know why I took the first swing at him? He challenged the honor of the Banuk. The honor. That's what I thought.
Come on. Let's get you back.
Once I'm off the mountain, I'll find my own way. I need to think. Is that something I'm used to? Who knows what could happen?
他们到底为什么不先把他的
I'll see you at town.
应该是鼻血吧，擦一擦
You？ better make it. All right?
I give my pledge.
So by Banuk law, Infinitids survive. Inatut told you the truth. This is the headdress stolen from the murdered man. You'll find more in a ravine north and west of here, along with the bodies of the killers.
The exile still served its purpose. He was guilty of our suspicion. Fate has fallen like snow, and should Inatut return, he will be absolved.
You can't be serious.
He speaks for the Werak, my Nora friend.
You look ridiculous. If you would return to my Werak, you will behave as a Banuk does.
How does a Banuk behave, my chieftain? Like I did? Accepting a sentence for a crime he did not commit. Or those others who killed in cold blood for crimes that their Karja victims did not. I think what I wear will not make me more or less of a Banuk.
For his own sake, it would be wise for him to think less, Nora friend.
I'll talk to him, but not for you.
I defied my chieftain's will
他的笔写终于擦
burn
掉了。
my Werak,
How are you feeling?
as if I've been pounded in the guts. I could just keep walking, but when my anger has thawed, it will leave me with nothing. Where else would I go?
You can decide for yourself what it means to be a Banuk. It might not be what the chieftain and the shaman tell you. Whether you stay with this Werak or find another...
I'm better with decisions like, do I start with the left or the right?
There's more to you than your fists, Inatut. That's why I believed you.
It was my chieftain who taught me honesty. Said, a Banuk should not be treacherous when the ice is treacherous enough. I'll sit with my bruises for a time, then talk with her again. As for you, Nora girl, will you accept this gift? A little scrawny weighed against the great boon you gave me, but...
I'm honored. Thank you, Inatut. very cold. I get it.
Quack, 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 quack. 哦，哎呀。
I'll find a use for you.
一个路过打爆冲击。
Must be the cave that shaman told me about. Long way down. Not natural either.
上面有个鬼东西。
I can't see the metal door. Anything my focus could reveal.
"对面。
Not so grounded after all. Now I can get across. There's the door lock. I'll need to configure it.
If those punk technicians think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines, they have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock and Sierra Echo.
I'd have to ditch something.
I didn't ask for a bunch of flying cameras. I need security, not surveillance. And security means firepower. As God is my witness, I will not be caught squirting blanks if and when a major act of terrorism desecrates these facilities.
No one's touched this machine since it got sealed in here. Can my focus show me anything? Damaged. Guess the Banuk already got to it. Something's been hacked out of it. Maybe I can find another of these flying machines.
要绕回去一次。
Shouldn't be hard to remove. I'll show it to that shaman when I'm back in Song's Edge.
这时候势必是一定要给他升个怪刀，知道？
So this...
And why? Just so she could cover it?
那个池子真的很漂亮颜色。
Is this what?
Hush, hush. A shaman's secrets are not spoken aloud.
Is this what you wanted me to find?
Bind it to your spear. Use it to attach this for now. You'll find more, I'm sure.
Why are you helping me?
The blue light is fading. The machine songs are ending. And what does the conclave do? They sit, they chant, they observe. No more. We must fight for it. And you are a fighter. We share a cause.
I'm not sure we do. I'm not even sure what the cause is. But I'm grateful.
No need for thanks. Only action.
Now I can attach modification parts to my spear.
哦，改造终于。只有一个紫色的。
Works for me. Might as well get started improving my spear.
少一个那个耶。哦，在这里。多给一个盒子。现在是给蓝色的，你怎么好意思？少来梦魇啊！
Further than the grave ward. That place.
Banur goes where the great were.
某些主题的音效。 点老咖。
Red body could hold this little corner of the country.
上蛋的，杀了蛋蛋好过年。
Vibrant. It sticks to my...
收起完啦，这个好漂亮哦。
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
有所考虑啊。
My chieftain.
Just, Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
Time to talk to Cyan.
我讨厌眼爪兽。
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Araya's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Araya's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Araya, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Araya who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone?
Yes. It was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Aurea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes. It was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
There's a ruin east of here full of ancient flying machines. Was that part of your project?
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you?
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Faro?
Are you referring to Theodore Faro, CEO of Faro Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Faro was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
A benefactor? But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Faro spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was fated in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to
the scientist?
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
This Firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron and took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors, more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Maria said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. Poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and Evening Bell. And after that, the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
You meant a lot to Aurea.
Once I understood Aurea's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Aurea's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Aurea, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
I should get going.
Aloy,
讲完了呢。
there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Aurea.
You're asking me if you should lie to them?
Broadly, yes.
你要自己判断。
I trust your judgment.
推卸责任，推卸
You
责
were
任。
cautious with Aurea. You had to be. You didn't know what had happened to the world. So, keep doing what you think is best. As long as you ditch the superstition eventually.
As the Banuk believe I am a supernatural entity, I cannot predict how they will react.
他们认为你是神，好不
Answer
好？
what they do ask the best you can. The truth will come out.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can.
我不太想回来。杀死。哇哦，去给捞哟！ 应该指定解锁。 解锁了那个。
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak,
可不，赛伦斯不要偷窥我了。
all very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. His minds on their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life.
安尼无好行咧。啊，讲完。
Aberrant life, transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is complete.
有灯会看真好。你们那边不是也有灯会可以看吗？我不知道哎，但是不是几乎每个大县市都有灯会吗？一个人看也孤单。你不是要好朋友吗？好兄弟，好朋友。 开始爱困了。打完这先就收台了。都不看灯会了。人老了就怠惰了。也是啊，蛮多男生觉得看灯会不是蛮不实际的吧？除非是女朋友想看。哇，超大声！我昨天跟露露聊到早上然后他不知道好像到早上，他反而好像更醉了这样。他噼啪讲的非常长，然后很久，然后已经听不太懂他在讲什么了。我觉得高雄灯会没什么太大改变其实我觉得他们这几年的那个灯会都差不多，但今年的就是特别的，因为它都是放在爱尔兰那边。难得今年我要去看那个台南。后来好像没喝了，但是，就酒精挥发掉，但是好像就有点还是醉的感觉吧。讲话很快，然后情绪很嗨这样。
多少翅膀我喜欢吃。
等一下，等一下，你上次不是才订阅吗？为什么可以连续这样订2次？为什么会连续这样订阅2次啊？这是开挂吗？软胶变亢奋，因为它后面的阶段就是比较像是开台我们常听到的那一种状态，但是艾斯姐说她那样其实是不错，然后都不听人说话的，就是已经几乎不看聊天室，就是讲她自己。我觉得上次跳订阅的时候是蛮最近的事情啊，而且好像也是我在玩这个的时候。是也不用挖后台记录了，是怎样？挖到之后要怎样吗？报警抓他？Oh my gosh! Motherfucker! 政治人物来谈呢？我不知道啊，我就很久没看新闻，大部分我都是那种新闻有什么时事很重大，都是从 FB 看到。见人，烦死人了，烦死人了！浪费啊！气死我了！你呆着啦你！靠！你还给我搬石头！巨人吗？摄影机器。现在新闻就是中叉 T 叉叉 S 拼命造神，3叉叉是狂直一某人。哦，你是说那个韩先生吗？啊，这就是有趣的那个台湾的政治社会现象。我不知道他为什么，他之前也没有红成这样啊。他到底做了什么丰功伟业？应该说也还没做吧。他不是才刚上任吗？然后我不得不说，我爸是懒的嘛，所以他都看中天。那头蛮痛的，你知道吗？那我觉得新闻不应该只看某一台而已。要害在哪里？我刚刚打他胯下。 道哎，我觉得他根本才刚当市长，然后其实还没有做出什么成绩吧，然后大家包成这样，这是一件蛮奇怪的事情。他不是有公开表达立场，他是顾家盟，而且他们那种其实政治人物打的就是那种公关战，所以还蛮正常的。公关战是很重要的一个。政治人物最大的那个技能就是公关战要很高。我不知道，就是他们，可能大家都被现在的那个经济不好啊，薪水不高啊，这个最大的问题就是打败这样。所以现在政治人物利用了一个民众性，就是说，如果我当选的话，我就会带领整个县市，还是带领整个那个，让大家赚大钱，这样发大财。一直在打空头支票的人，用嘴巴一直在开支票的人是很危险的。还是多做事少说话吧。说到底，就是很会说话的人讲得很好听，可是做出来的实际并不多啊。可是说话不好听的人，可能有一些言论就是问题的人，可是他做出来的事情，就是你可以看到他是有在做事的。我觉得这是，就这样还是看他的那个建设在哪里。附近有篝火，传到下一个地方，然后存档。阳光棚。都这样吗？改朝换代，那就是换他当了，然后就会开始说陈局之前做的那些东西是有问题的啦，哪边账户是有问题的啦，他花高雄多少钱啦，然后盖了什么东西，建设了什么，没有什么时机啦，这样。那如果又换了另外一个人，就会一样啊，就是谁当选就说另外那一方的做的事情是有问题的。我才刚过来啊，然后他就直接攻击我，这样子。哦，我现在就没要打吼。高雄还有话题，我觉得高雄人应该没有想到这个话题哦。高雄人表示，我们其实也没有人想要聊这个话题啦。但说到底，就是他们，你知道，少数服从多数啊，多数人选择他了。 那就买单啊，之后出了问题再讲。还有的人选完之后，然后还在问说，所以酒后公司是什么？算了啦，之前那个公投，对不对？已经让我们大开眼界了。这就是台湾，不是我讲错了，这就是中华台北。你知道大家不想当台湾啊，大家想当中华台北嘛？我也没办法啊，对不对？少数服从多数嘛。虽然说公投不代表就是说一定就是决定就是要这样了，但是没有啊。那个时候，冬奥证明不是就是有投票说你要叫什么这样，然后大多数人都是投他要当就是要取消中华台北的。我觉得这一点是很有意思的啦。因为我觉得那一题的题目并没有就是艰难到看不懂，就是其实我觉得大多数的有一些题目，其实你看就知道他在问什么。除了就是那个有关于就是教育的部分啊，或是同性婚姻的部分，那个题目有一些陷阱的文字，那就算了，你知道吗？那我不知道冬奥证明这件事情到底是哪里有问题的。我就有点问号啦，这样。这最终我还是买了 PS4 版的 ，Steam 考虑了很久，就后来还是买 PS4 版的。没关系啦，大家就除了也有一些就是对政治还抱持或者对台湾有未来希望的，想要去改变整个台湾的年轻学子们，想要从政还是干嘛的，就是你知道，大家可以再努力这样。其他人的部分，我们也只是好好的，就是过着我们的生活。我们今天想好，明天要吃的饭是什么比较重要，就这样子吧。然后该出来投票的时候，我们就出来投票。不符合我们的理想，我们也只能好好过日子。知道吗？大家要好好活下去。虽然说我们这边是鬼岛，但是比其他的国家来讲，这个鬼岛就是还蛮安定的。你说主题吗？不是是生还者的、啊。台湾人民素质，其实我觉得目前的台湾人其实都不是很想要理会政治这件事情。你会发现，其实他们对政治这件事情是有点倦怠的。其实虽然你虽然去问说你支持谁还是支持谁，还是每个人都有自己的立场，可是我觉得绝大多数的人没什么时间去理会这件事情吧，不会太把自己的日子一直放在就是 focus 在这一块领域上面。上述我也是有点那个吧，我会去支持我觉得他应该会做得好的，可是同时我也对政治这件事情是很倦怠的，因为无论是哪个国家或是哪个政治人物，其实背后相关的都是有关利益这件事情。我觉得你说你要找到一个真的很伟大的人想要去改变台湾，然后所以他去从政。 这其实有点像在讲童话故事。日本更能干，因为同样背后其实更那个啊，没什么大不了吧，这样。每天要工作，然后要干嘛，这件事情比较重要啊，所以对政治这件事情就更没有什么。当然不能啊！其实说到底，你能不能当上一个政治人物，能不能往上爬，就是要看你有没有野心啊。有理想，然后跟抱负的人，反而很快就会被被当做工具，或是当做利用还是什么的。说政治的东西，我就觉得《纸牌屋》那个影集其实讲的就还蛮实际的啊，就是有关于政治这件事情。与其说是为了人民，不如是先稳定的一些国家的利益相关，然后再想到个人利益这件事情。反正没有正确答案吧。但我觉得台湾已经算还不错了。虽然说人家会觉得说台湾人太喜欢小确幸这件事情，但不然要怎么办呢？要不然日子要怎么过呢？上次在赖群说一句政治跟生活是分不开的，直接被当起来，是分不开啦。但我个人也没有很喜欢聊政治，然后我也没有太关注政治这件事情。我只是偶尔会，如果譬如说要选总统的时候，我大概会注意一下谁提出的观点是比较符合我想要的部分。可是就算你看得再透还是干嘛，实际上他上任了，他有些作为还是不如你的想象啊，就是这样嘛。一直要到，我觉得可能真的要被逼到说，台湾人必须要选择自己的立场在哪里，才会有人踏出来，就是去决定这件事情吧。不然我们也不会选择要就是选总统，还是要干嘛？就是请那些政治人物帮我们选择一些事情。其他之间都是放着脑袋空白，然后过生活。可是有一些年轻人的想法也不是很符合，不知道那个韩先生不是还蛮多年轻人投他的吗？印象中他的年轻票数好像还蛮高的，所以我觉得好像已经不是上一世代跟下一世代的问题了。我觉得大家只是现在想要努力的先保持现在目前台湾的目前的定位吧，不想要太敏感的去争论中国跟台湾之间的问题。我就是为了努力先维持目前的状况。 上一世代的人啊，可是上一世代的人还是会传给他的子子孙孙啊。其实我觉得已经在改朝换代了啦，因为大部分的老人家都已经去世啦，他们再怎么活也只能活到那种90几岁，到人类。你已经可以看到有一些那个公家机关的人还是都是比较年轻的人，就所以已经是在改朝换代了。啊，李登辉很那个啊，他还蛮注重身体健康的吧，印象中。然后怕老，让我想到王永庆，王永庆也是都会吃那种健康补品还是干嘛，怕老。所以大家都很关心政治。我还在想明天要穿什么，我不知道明天到底是会热还是会冷，所以我怕晚上回来是会冷。我带外套，我觉得白天的时候我会很热，有点麻烦。该知道还是要知道。其实我有点后知后觉，大部分都是可能有人提到或者干嘛，我才会去看一下最近发生了什么事情。我现在就是整个是新闻隔绝体这样。南部晚上也是会冷啊，我觉得现在蛮难穿衣服的。可是白天出太阳很热。肚子好饿哦，我等一下会吃一碗杯面，然后再睡觉。好啦，就先这样啦，要去睡搞搞咯，大家也早点睡。就是这样啦，希望大家未来的日子都可以活得幸福顺遂。晚安，啵啵。